Hello guys, welcome back to our podcast. Thanks for liking our video, thanks for sharing, and thanks for the support. In today's episode, we'll be talking about limitation again. This is the second part of limitation, but we'll be focusing on limitations in relationships. Today's episode, I have brother Julius here. You already know this guy. On the other side, I have senior man Winchester.
Hello, people. Nice to have you again.
How are you guys feeling today?
We're cool.
Are you guys ready to deliver good things?
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Because I feel like people really like our last video. Yeah, because I've been seeing many people like it, and yeah, a lot of people watch it also. So I get this as a good feedback,
right?
And I think I also saw a comment whereby they were, it was a positive comment, and I really like it. So, guys, what's your limitations in a relationship? What can you guys say about it?
I think Julius should go first.
What should I do?
You guys are oddly as in the business.
It's okay. I'll try. Limitations in a relationship. So I can look at lack of communication in a relationship can cause limitations. Like if people are not expressing how they feel, like how they feel about certain things in their relationship, it can lead to resentment building up. Like let's say your girlfriend does something which you're not happy with, and you just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Those small things keep adding up because you decided not to express yourself and let her know to say, this is how I feel.
Like this.
Yeah. So like lack of communication and not expressing yourself can cause a hindrance in the progress of people's relationships.
Okay. What about Winchester?
For me, I would say I've never been a fan of distance relationships. So long distance relationship, I think that's the major for me. That's the major issue that could go wrong. Whereby, even though there's a communication there, but I feel like once in a while your presence of your partner needs to be felt. So that's mutual understanding. So that's for me. That's the problem for me.
Okay, for me, I will say trust, because for me, I believe that if you guys don't trust each other, or if one of you guys don't trust the other, like definitely that relationship cannot, go well, because you cannot be in a relationship and be having doubts, and it's something. There is one thing. If you really want to be in a relationship, you should really learn how to trust your partner. Definitely, that's how you'll be able to, enjoy that part of the relationship and definitely enjoy the person. And regarding about what you said, Julius, about communication, what suggestion can you give? Like, how can how can they improve the communication within each other?
I feel like first of all, it's important to date somebody you like,
Yeah.
Like the many people who you just date somebody who you just for the sake of dating them, but you don't even get along with the person. So like learning to get along with your partner and learning how to communicate with your partner, because there are certain things you can say to somebody and you get a different result, or you can say the same thing to somebody else in a different way and you get a different result. So just learning about what kind of person your partner is and how they like to be communicated to can help you like learn how to improve your communication. I feel like a lab therapist now.
Mr. Julius. Oh my God. Okay. So Winchester, what about you? Like, you talk about long distance relationship. Okay, you say that for you, you need to have like the presence of your partner like frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you will not feel like the thing is finishing or yeah, because I don't know, you explain yourself, because definitely for that part I really want to understand, like,
Okay, I would say there's this thing that say, what you see is what you get, right? So now that most of us will live like the world of pretense. For me, I hardly trust. You get. So before that trust can be attained, we have to be seeing each other once in a while. We have to like understand each other. I have to study you, you have to study me. So the place whereby we see that once in a blue moon, how can I learn about much of your attitude? That's where communication. Even though we are distance and there's an effective communication, but I want to be able to study you through the phone or through those communications. So I have to, like, once in a while spend time with you, like,
Yeah.
get to know you more, study your character. So so I feel like that's one of the ways.
okay, what if, let's say if you are been with a girl like for more than a year
Yeah.
together, and then like she travel, she
Yeah.
moves to another country, or you travel to another country, so will you still feel the same? Let's say, okay, you are finished studying,
Okay.
and you left the country, and then she's still studying here, so how are you going to deal with that situation?
It depends on, I would say, the level of relationship. If it's all those high school relationship, how will you take it serious? You get?
Not high school, I'm talking about, like right now, like university. After university, you have finished your degree,
Yeah.
and then you are ready to, start wherever you have to start after your degree, and she's still studying here, like she's still at the university, and how can you handle that situation?
Okay. For me, like, first of all, before I could go into that certain kind of relationship, I would know. For a relationship, you have to be prepared before you get to the relationship.
Definitely.
Like for me, before I have to get to that relationship, I feel like, even though I'm done with school and I have to change location, or maybe either both of us, one of us leaves the other and go back, relocate. I feel like by that time I would have built myself, whereas I'll put myself traveling. Either she comes to visit me more often, or I come to visit her more often. So it leads to, when you get to that part of relationship, you have to build yourself before you get involved in those kind of relationship. Because I can't I can't get into that relationship and stay for a long period of time without seeing my
Your
partner.
partner,
For me,
yeah.
that would lead to uncertainty. That's my own kind of personality. You get? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, man. Julius, what do you think about that case?
No, I agree, because I feel like a relationship which is not physical, it becomes difficult, because like there are many things which a person needs,
Like what? Like what? Like what?
I feel like you don't want to mean many things. This is just
There are
one
many
thing.
things that a person needs, you have to spend time, you have to feel something, just those small things, so like it's important to have like a relationship which is physical. I feel like the only way a long distance relationship can work is if both of you are committed to making it work, But then normally at some point one person usually gives up.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
always, not always.
In
Mostly.
circumstances, there's one person who will give up and one person will be like having hope. Then there'll be one who will be listening to their friends, the advice. Mostly the girl will be listening to her friends' advice to say, "Oh, maybe this is what's going on with this guy, or this is what he's doing," and stuff like that, So once all those things start coming in, it becomes difficult, So it's important to like filter your ears, and because if you start listening to what people are saying or following what people are doing, you won't succeed in that long distance relationship.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I agree with you guys, because after all, I feel like when you're having a long distance relationship, you definitely need to see your partner like once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not as if you have to come and spend with her 2 months. I mean, if you have that time, then fine, but you definitely have to come, and you guys have to meet once in a while. And I also believe that if you guys have like a proper plan, like you have you both know your expectation about the relationship, maybe that also can work, because if you guys already plan, like you see each other in the future, like no matter the situation, you see, I think that also can work.
But you see, the problem is we always tell each other things. Like you tell each
I don't
other,
tell what you want to hear.
yeah, you always tell each other things to say, okay, this is what we have, this is what we plan. All of us have made plans before in previous relationships we've been in. But how many of those relationships can we say we've been able to maintain, or we've been able to like continue? So I feel like it's different. Like saying something is one thing, but for you being able to like keep those things and say, okay, this is where we are, it's a different thing, my brother. Because man has tried.
Okay, do you guys think like jealousy and insecurity can be like limitation in a relationship?
Yeah. Well, for before I think that though it's form of insecurity though, but it depends on the kind of person you're dating. When we learn, we begin to grow in different perspective. If you know the kind of your partner, the kind of person you are dating. I don't think that there will be any means of you having that insecurity. Depends on your partner you're dating. You know that, okay, this one I don't trust 100%. That's what build up the insecurity. You get. So if you really truly know the person you're dating, I don't feel there shouldn't be any need for you being insecure. And that's
Yeah, but you know that some people, they really like have this problem, like they have like trust issues, even though they have been having a relationship, but maybe those past relationship they didn't really help, and then when he or she is having a new relationship, is trying to to deal with those trust issues, but definitely it's going to be difficult. How do you think that that person can solve this issue? Let's say if the person that he or she is dating at the moment, like the person can really see like here can be a very good future or a very good relationship, but at the same time they still having these trust issues. How do you think like this person can really solve these things?
For me, like I said earlier, it depends on the person I'm dating, right? I might be insecure, whereby if I go into a relationship, with time, I got to study the kind of um, girl I'm dating, right? If I know her potentials, and if she really also knows herself, you get that alone will be like halfway of my insecurity being healed. You get. So it depends on the person you are dating, like I said earlier. Yeah.
Mister, what about you?
For me, I believe jealousy and insecurities are things which are internal, you know. So, like most of the times, or like in situations I've been, most of the times where those things are involved in relationships, it doesn't have anything to do with the partner you're dating. It has to do with you yourself inside, how you feel about yourself, and because if you're confident in yourself and if you have like faith in yourself, there's no need for you to be insecure about what your boyfriend is doing or who he's talking to and stuff like that, you know. So I feel like it's like you said about past relationships and stuff like that. Those are things which persons need to deal with by themselves. You know, you can't put the burden on your partner to say, oh, because other people broke my heart and stuff like that, now you have to act this way so you can satisfy my insecurities and my jealousy. Because now everything your partner does and everything you do, you always put the excuse on somebody else. You never put the excuse to say, okay, maybe it's something which I have to work on in myself. So I feel like jealousy and insecurity are things which we as individuals need to like deal with in ourselves and find a way to like conquer them for ourselves.
Okay, that's powerful, Minister. Okay, so do you guys think like like personal issues can also be a limitation in a relationship?
It can it personal issues are like in what form? What you mean by
No,
personal
like
issues?
any personal issue you might have. You know, like there are some people whereby they no matter what they are going through, but they don't really like their partner to go through the same thing. You see, they just want to go through that issue by themselves. You think that those personal issues can really uh, be part of this limitation in the relationship?
Yeah, it can lead whereby um, you know there are some people that would want to go through their personal issues alone without telling or without wanting to get the opinion of their partner. You get and whereby most partners they totally understand why most of them if they feel like okay you are going through this kind of situation and you refuse to let me know what you're going through, that means I'm not valuable in this relationship. So I think those things can literally cause a problem in the relationship.
And then, what suggestion can you give to solve that those kind of issues?
It all falls on individuality. You get if you feel like you are the type that could solve your own problem, maybe it works for you. That you don't have to when you are going through those personal problems, you don't have to let it be known to your partner. You get maybe if there's a way you can figure out things without your partner knowing. But I doubt it mostly because if you live in the same house with your partner, definitely if you are going through some certain kind of issues, she will definitely know.
Yeah.
So, but I feel it's better since you call her a partner. It's better you talk things out with her. Though there are some certain things as a man you have to deal by your own self. That's what I believe. I don't have to put everything to the table and tell my family everything. No, there are some certain things I have to handle on my own. Yeah.
Okay. Don't you think that let me say those things that you have to handle by yourself, like sometimes you might be in a different mood with your partner, and then she might feel weird, and then she might be asking herself like, what is going on? Do you think that that thing can also like be a problem, like you trying to deal with something by yourself, sorry, but at the same time your partner is she's not the type of partner that really understand you, uh, like you want to deal with some things by
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like she's this kind of partner, like she wants to know everything that you are going through, but at the same time she can see that you are not doing well, but it's just something that you just want to go through alone, and she might feel like this guy is maybe he's hiding something from me, and she might start feeling also
If
weird.
you feel that she will be helpful in depends on the situation. If you think that she might be helpful in that situation, you are keeping to yourself. Then maybe you can open up to her. But if you feel like you cannot say, okay, I can handle this, just that it's stressing me, but I can handle it. I need time. So it depends on the understanding of both of you.
Minister?
I feel like we have to. I feel like we have to understand that even though we're in a relationship with somebody, sometimes we're also an individual person,
Yeah.
So like you can have a life together as a couple, but you also need to have a life alone outside your relationship, just as you as an independent person. So like me as Julius, even though I'm dating somebody, I need to have my life, my own friends, my own things I like to do by myself, my own hobbies and stuff. It doesn't mean that my whole life should be centered around my girlfriend, because that tends to bring different problems, And also in the thing of opening up to people, to your spouse. Sometimes the people who are more free to open up about their own individual problems than others. So because you are free to talk about your problems, doesn't mean your spouse should also be forced to talk about their problems. Like what Senior Man said, some people just like solving their problems by themselves, and it's like talking about it is just a waste of time, because like me talking about it will not necessarily solve those problems, So just because I don't open up to you about something doesn't mean to say I have a problem with you or something. It's just that it's not my way of handling situations.
So you believe that you should at least tell your partner like right now you are going through something, but you prefer to solve it by
Yeah,
yourself,
just communicate.
right?
Say,
Yeah.
okay, this is what's going on, but like, I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about it, or like,
Mm.
and doesn't mean I don't love you or something like that, or I'm not free around you. It's just that it's not how I deal with situations.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you telling her that she will just calm down and yeah, everything will be better.
Yeah, just
Because
communicate.
because you just imagine if you just uh, be quiet, you just don't say anything, you are just keeping your long face and yeah, like
Usually it's long face again now.
giving this whole attitude, like from nowhere, she will be like, "What's going on here with
Yeah.
this man?" And yeah, it's better to have this good communication. So, what do you guys think about priorities when it comes for limitation in relationship?
This man. Everybody with their priorities, like Minister just said now. Even though we are couples, it still fall on we have our own individual chores or individual responsibility. We have to everybody know that okay, this is what you really are bringing to the table in the relationship. We might not be monetary terms, might not be like those finance, but maybe in the space of advice or directions you get. So I feel like it's very necessary if you're going to a relationship. Well, don't just go because of one thing. You get. There was a day he really asked someone, what are you bringing to the table in a relationship, man? Till this day that question remain unanswered though. Till this day, see, and no, I'm telling you, just try that on anyone. Just ask them, okay, in this relationship now, what will you bring to the table?
Some people get offended.
Ish.
Yes, and that's
So the thing, and honestly, I thought about that. It was a very simple but honest question and very difficult.
Yeah, like
You
our
get.
podcast, Honest Mind.
So when going into a relationship, like for me, you have to you have to you have to
Why
you have
you saying
to
it like that?
you have to
Are you sure? Are you sure about it? Are you sure about it?
priorities, yeah.
Are you sure about it?
Yeah, you know what you actually want, you know. So
This bad, this bad. Okay.
I'm just stating the fact.
Okay, okay. Let me go with Minister. Minister, tell me something.
No, I agree with what this man is saying, but the only thing
Why you just agreeing with this man?
because I guess we're on the same page.
Oh,
I guess we're on the same page.
okay.
But like, yeah, even for priorities, it's important to have your own personal priorities as an individual, for like having like goals that you set for yourselves, and then you can also have goals as a couple. You know, for me, I'm an advocate for having a life outside your relationship, like having your own individual life. You know, so even if you have a growth chart that you're following for yourself, you know, it's important to have your own personal growth to achieve your own personal goals that you set for yourselves and stuff. Then as a couple you can also achieve things together, because I believe if as a person you're not okay with yourself, or you're not motivating yourself to move to make progress in life, even that relationship you won't be necessarily progressive, because you'll be feeling negative all the time and like feeling like you're not achieving what you're supposed to achieve. So first of all, you start with yourself. You look at yourself and try your best to like be somewhere in life, you know. Then you can look at your relationship and how you two can grow together as a couple.
Minister. Okay, okay. How? You guys are saying good things here.
Give us your own point of
Yeah,
view.
what about you?
So, do you go into a relationship without priorities, just to enjoy yourself, or
No, for me definitely I also have my priorities. Like it's one of them is definitely to always grow myself, like personally in any aspect that I think that I'm good at before like before I allow someone else into my life. So even though if I already allow someone, I will still like keep working on that part that I really think that I have, I can have good benefits. I will keep working on that side also. So yeah, for me, I also have some priorities. It's definitely grow up personally in any aspect.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yep. And also, so do you guys have any questions? I see you guys just there comfortable,
No, we're listening to
just
you.
there.
No, you need,
No, you
you
should
know this
not
kind of
just be
topic.
here to listen.
I'm trying to learn from you guys.
No,
No.
but do you guys have something to bring to the table? Like you asked earlier, why bring it to the table?
In the relationship,
No, I mean, why bring it to the table today? Yeah. What question do you have regarding this topic today?
you are still listening us. When I get to that point, I will
Give us
bring
what you have
something.
for
You
us,
get
then by the time we're ready for you, we'll land.
This guy. You guys think that um, expectation can be part of the, can be one of the limitations in the relationship? Like you having some expectation from your partner, and definitely you are seeing that she's not she's not getting there. Do you think that will be like a limitation in their relationship?
for me, I feel like if I'm to go into a relationship right now, yet I feel like those things are what are to be discussed before I get into any relationship. Get. So if it doesn't align, then we know that at that early stage nobody gets hurt. We all go our own separate ways. Yeah. So that falls on priority also. When we have individual priority, then we also have to have that collective priorities among ourselves. You get. So expectation of definitely yes. Me going to a relationship, I should be expecting something from you. That's why you are called my partnership. So definitely expectation is important, and it also leads to failures in a relationship whereby the one of the partner are not corresponding or doing as intended. Those things could cause issues in a relationship.
Okay. Minister?
I feel like it's important to have realistic expectations, like don't expect something from your partner which you yourself are not giving. So like if we have realistic expectations, it's good for a relationship. But then just don't expect things which you yourself cannot provide, because then that will make you have a sense of feeling unsatisfied when in actuality you just over expect too much. So you have to know what you're expecting, but don't over expect things, because at the end of the day, we're all humans and we're all growing, and we are all learning through different aspects of our lives.
So, you guys, okay, you guys definitely have been saying like good things, honestly. Okay, for myself, I would say that definitely it's okay to have like everyone have their expectations to, with their partners, and it's something that you definitely have to discuss with him or her about it, about what you're expecting from the relationship. And it's a very good thing once you are seeing that the person is really getting there in the place that you really like. That's something like it's very good. But if you see that that person is not like not even closer, that in that situation, I don't. It will be hard, honestly.
I think those things are to me. I feel like those things are. I might be wrong, but I feel like before going to a relationship, for me, maybe to you guys it might be strict, but before going to a relationship, I have to sit down. We have to have like terms and condition. You get? Yes, honestly, like okay, this is nobody's perfect, like Julius said, but I feel like those are the like rules and guidelines. Okay, this is how our relationship should go. It should go this way. This is how we should package ourselves. So you get, so I think for me all those things need to be outlined and discussed.
Okay, what if you discovered something new from your partner that you didn't know about, like a new behavior or something that you were not aware of?
You know, I always go with this thing. Tell me, it's better you come out clean. Tell me yourself before I discover myself. You get. So if you tell me anything, doesn't matter what you are. In as much as you open up to me that this, okay, than me later discovering myself, that could cause pain and hurt. You get. So, and you saying about something, discovering something new, maybe where we are already in the relationship and a kind of behavior like started growing up, just for you to make that corrections. We are not kids. Just for you to make that corrections. So, I mean,
Okay.
this modern world, the relationship is pretty much easy.
How?
Pretty much easy. Yeah.
How? How
Yeah.
come?
Like getting into a relationship with like this modern world is pretty much easy. Everybody know what they want. You get? And for me, I would say it's if you have to go into a relationship with me, it's a blessing. Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's a good thing that you are
I feel
feeling
like
that way.
honesty is very important. It's fair at the beginning of your relationship. Don't pretend to be somebody you're not. You know. Because as soon
Yes.
as you start pretending to be somebody you're not,
Ash.
your partner is going to fall in love with somebody who you can't maintain for a long run. Like at the end of the day, who you really are is going to come out. You know. Especially in this relationship, so you're dating somebody and you're living with them. You know. It's hard for you to put on.
Media. Why are you laughing, media?
Yeah, it's hard for you to put on a front and pretend to be somebody you're not, because like you see the person every day, they get to see a side of you which most people don't see, you know. This is why sometimes you see people are dating for a long time, then they get married and they divorce quickly, because now you get to see the person 24/7 and say, hey, this is how this person actually is. This is how he sleeps. This is how he looks when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, actually, I've really like experienced that. Like I've seen that kind of relationship. Just figure out they didn't like get to know each other.
Yeah.
They get married. Every day.
Then now they realize to say, okay, this is not the person who I
fight.
fell in love with, you know. So just be honest in the beginning. For me, I tend to be honest with people. If I want to date you, of course, if I'm not dating and I'm just like playing around, I'll just have fun. But like, if I know that I want to date this person, I tend to have an honest conversation with them in the beginning to say, this is what I'm looking for. What are you looking for? Can you give me what I'm looking for? If you can't give me what I'm looking for, it's better we just go.
One thing I've felt about myself, I don't like asking questions, like deep questions. You get?
Yeah.
What if
I'm telling you this is what I'm looking for. You get? I will tell you. You can ask me anything about what you want to know. I will just tell you that. Tell me what you think, what you know, or what you think I need to know. Don't let me discover myself. You get? And those discover myself. Not that I'll go and be digging your background history or whatever. No, like it's very important to know someone you are dating in case of unforeseen circumstances. So you don't fool yourself outside. You get? So when it comes to like you defending your partner, maybe you go out now and imagine a topic, they brought up the topic. To your surprise, you don't really know what to say or how to defend your partner. You know, it's very shameful.
As for me, I made a belief in myself to say, what you did before I met you, I don't want to know about it.
Definitely.
If I start investigating that and if I start knowing
brother,
that,
you
I
will
won't
suffer.
be with you.
You will suffer.
Even me
Better not
myself,
to know.
if you start like trying to know what I did before I met you, it will be a complicated situation for both of us, you know. So for me, I believe from the day we meet and we start saying, okay, now we're doing things, yes, from that point on.
What about if the olden days now resurface in some certain situation now, your partner, the olden days now resurface and you were there, how would you react to?
It depends on how it resurfaces. If it resurfaces to say, okay, this person is still doing that same thing, then that's different. But if it's like, oh,
No,
6 years ago she did this,
Yes.
like, I wasn't there. I wasn't in
Okay.
her life at that point, you know. But like, if you're doing those things while you're with me, then now it's just disrespect, and it's like, okay, what's going on? You
I
know?
get that.
That's what I believe in.
Okay. But do you guys think that, let's say, now let's talk about quality time, okay, with your partner. And do you guys think that, let's say, for yourself, you have been with your guys like every time, everything you are just doing with your guys, and then you are just starting a relationship, and you just don't feel the same, like you still feel like you still want to be around your guys, everything. Do you think that bringing your partner every time, like around your guys, even though if they don't mind, like they are okay if you bring your partner, to anything, but do you think that she will be okay, like to be coming with you every time? Sometimes she will just say, okay, okay, fine, let's go, but at the end of the day, she might not be okay with the situation, like every time, like you guys are not even doing like anything, like
Just playing FIFA.
yeah. You guys are not doing anything, like you're not going to, you don't have your private time, your quality time. Your only private time is when you guys are at home. You guys are not going out, like, just the two of you.
Okay,
Yeah, just
here's the thing. My partner don't have to pretend that she wants to spend, like, if I'm going to meet my guys, that she pretend that when she goes there, and whereby she don't have to pretend. I'm going to meet my guys. If you want to come along, come along. If you want to come along, you stay.
But don't complain to say, oh, yeah, guys.
When it comes to that, my relationship shouldn't distort. Me getting into a relationship shouldn't cause any issue or distract my affairs with my guys. You get. So that's my own principle. Many people, I feel maybe if they get into a relationship, you see all the environments have changed. So instead of it's more mature. I'm going to meet my guys. Are you coming? No. It's everybody have their own time. That to me that's not a bad thing at all. That's not a bad thing.
Minister, what about you?
For me personally, it's like the ideal situation for me is dating a girl who can get along with my friends. Because for me, I like to spend time with my girlfriend, but I also like to spend time with my friends, So if I can be in a situation where I'm with my friends and my girlfriend is also there and she's also enjoying herself, then that's okay. But if she doesn't want to be around me and my friends, she shouldn't. When I decide to go to my friends, I don't want her to start complaining to say, oh, you're with your friends all the time, this is what's going on, because that's going to cause unnecessary fights. I feel like if we're fighting about something in a relationship, it should be between the two of us. A problem that's occurred between us, not because something happened between other people and stuff like that, and we should be fighting. So I feel like I want a girlfriend who can get along with people I get along with also. Why is this me, German?
If you find it, just like in a family or friends, like just what we're saying. You dating someone your family people don't like, it's a big problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not bad though, because that's your own choice of you get, but mainly it's a big problem. Just like dating someone that you have 10 friends, now you're not dating someone like 8 of your friends don't like. You have to check yourself. Either your friends are bad or your girl is bad.
Yeah, it's true. Definitely, like, I'm with you guys. Like, there's no need for the girlfriend to pretend to be okay. If you want to bring her every time when you are with your guys, definitely, like, that's where the communication will be really important. Like,
she doesn't have to be present all the time. You get? She don't have to be present all the time.
Senior man.
But like what you asked before, even you two spending time together is also important. Like you just go somewhere. It's not that you can't quality time with her as when you are with your friends. That's not quality time. You guys should go on dates, do things which you were doing when you were trying to get her in the beginning. Because there's a way women tend to act when you want something. Then once you get that thing, it's like I already have that thing.
What way?
That's different. Like you see, the many people who when they're chasing after a girl, they'll do many things for her.
Yeah.
They take her out, they'll buy her things and stuff. Then once they really get that girl, it's like they don't
Yeah, though.
Hey, say this guy, this girl is already in my pocket.
Yeah, so it's like important to continue even doing those things that you used to do to woo the girl.
Okay. These guys. It looks like that question really ginger you guys.
Yes, now you have to have your there's what we call my time and we time. You get. So that's what you have to put on your calendar.
Good. Let me ask you guys this question. You guys don't want to ask, right? Let me keep asking. So now we are going to enter in financial matters.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle financial matter within a relationship?
How we handle financial matter.
Yeah. Okay, are you like, okay, let's go 50-50, 60-40,
Okay.
70-40, you don't mind, like...
Here's the thing, yeah. I'm saying from my own point of view. Depends on where we come from. Where I come from, or the way I was trained or the way I was built. I don't depend on that. I don't go with that terminology that go 50-50. No. If I'm going to a relationship, I'm going to a relationship that I'm the head. Yeah, so I'm not saying that 50-50, people that go 50-50 is bad. No, I'm not saying from the way I'm. So if I'm in a relationship now, that's why you have to be prepared before you get into something. So if I'm going to a relationship now, I'm going to that, okay, yeah, this is what I'm offering.
This is what you are bringing to the table.
There are sometimes where sometimes like, my partner can also support me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not going there like my full focus should be 50-50. No.
Yeah.
No.
For me, I'll never sit down with my partner to say, oh, this is how we share this.
It's like a taboo. Yeah. Honestly, for where I come from, it's like a taboo.
Yeah.
Man.
For me, I don't even think about it, honestly.
Yeah, so
sorry,
like
continue.
if how she feels like supplementing me here and there to say, okay, even I want to do
Yeah,
this,
it's
okay.
a good game. Once in a while, your girl
Yeah.
can take you out on our own expense.
Yeah.
You get?
And that thing will make me happy, you know, to say, okay, this person is trying their best, you know. But I'll never sit down to say, okay, let's do this, let's do that, split the bills, stuff like that, you know. I don't think that, for me personally, makes sense.
Yeah, even for me, like, I never bring that option in any situation, because for myself, like, definitely where I'm coming from, like, we don't even act like this, and it's something that I've been raised with, like, to do not it's like, for myself, I'm like, it's difficult, you know, to bring these kind of topics into the table. Like, I feel like we're being for, let's say, you know, I feel like we're being for so long, and I think that we need to start, you know, dividing things, like, let's do 50. Nada.
Can I ask a question? Do you guys feel comfortable staying in a girl's house?
Chico.
Because this house
When you guys stay, it's like your belongings are there.
no, like you move into her house.
Like
you move into your
Tio.
house.
Hold on, just clear your mouth.
Hey, Tio, how can you answer this question? Yeah.
For me, I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel comfortable about it, you know? Like, no matter the matter, I'll always keep my own place. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm more comfortable. I don't know if maybe it's an ego thing or a pride thing, but I just feel more comfortable with the girl moving into my house.
It's not like ego there.
What is her house is better than yours?
Right. At all.
Right?
Gosh. No.
If our house is better than yours, I'll keep my house. I'll keep my small house. It's okay. But I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with it, you know. And at some point, I'll feel like even if something happens between us, like we fight about something, I'll feel like even if you're just talking to me like that, just because that's how you feel, I'll feel like you're talking to me that way.
Because I'm living here.
I won't forget everything that you do. I'll be like, she's doing this because I'm in her house, because it's her house. Okay. Even if you did, but if you did that thing while you're in my house, I won't think to say, oh, she's doing this because she's in my house. No. I'll be like, okay, maybe she's just doing this because she's upset or something like that. But as soon as I'm in your house, you'll be like, maybe she's talking to me this way because I'm living with her and stuff like that.
That
So,
will eventually occur. No
Yeah.
matter. It will eventually occur. They will tell you, no.
Okay,
What
what you guys consider like to leave your previous apartment? Like, she leaves her apartment, you also leave your previous apartment, and you guys you're going to get like one apartment together.
For me, that would be like the level of relationship. Maybe you guys are now working class, you are done with your schools, and you have the intention that we are getting married or about to get married. Yes, though that picture now have been in the background. So maybe both of you can move in
Together.
Yeah.
when you're ready to face that
So
relationship.
even though you guys are are about to get married, you don't move to a house. Let's say you just sell your house, you move to a house.
No.
Definitely.
She
No, I
insists
don't
on
know.
staying in her house. Maybe I'll be visiting her once in a while. She also visits me, but not to say I'm moving there permanently. To say I'll be staying with you.
The way I think it will make like I'm losing my sense of manhood.
Yeah.
You get?
Hi. Yeah, my two brothers here. Media, you want to add something?
You guys off the book. You guys should say something. I'm learning. I'm learning.
Nah. We're all.
You guys talked about you guys don't like dating in girls money and all that. So you mean you guys don't like doing sport?
No, we didn't say
It's wrong. What do you get money? You got the question wrong.
No, we didn't say. We said we don't want to go to sit down and say let's go 50-50.
Okay, what if the girl wants to do it? Like you guys go out and then she's like, okay, split the bills. What are you gonna do?
So that in some cases it's okay.
It's okay. She says the thing we were talking about is you sit down.
It will not come from them. It will not come from them.
Imagine.
So you say, no, I'm a man.
No. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is you sit down, you and your girlfriend, you have a relationship, and you have a conversation to say the bills will be splitting 50-50. Everything, the house will be splitting 50-50. In this relationship, we'll be doing everything 50-50. That's what we're saying. But let's say she wants to do something for you, or you go out and say, okay, baby, today I'll take care of the bill. That's okay. It's different than making it a
Where is
formal
the
thing.
second babe safe?
Huh?
Where is the second babe that will baby, I want to take you out.
Of course, if you're spoiling your woman should spoil
Yeah, your woman should also spoil you. Definitely. Not every time she gets a
But
surprise.
that feeling is good though. When your woman is spoiling for you.
Sweet.
Check off. Oh.
Even though she will not do too much. and
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Even once in a while, you know.
They say that money I spent. You still give her that money.
Yeah.
Who will do that?
Media, I
But it's
see
nice
there.
because it feels like she's just thinking about you and she's thoughtful towards you, you know? It feels nice.
Okay. Okay, let's go with okay, you guys drop something to the table also.
I dropped the house thing, me.
Senior man,
Yeah.
do something to the table. You want to finish the video like this?
No.
Yeah. Give us something.
So let me just quickly ask this question. These university relationship, like I don't. For me, I don't feel like there's any need for that too. Because if I should ask, okay, what are we learning? Like, let me know give straight bullets. You get. So what are we actually like learning on part of this relationship? In terms like we don't in this modern world we tend to like all this relationship. Sometimes we don't even take a break, like from this to this, from this to this. Is it not affecting us?
You mean?
You're asking a question about if university relationship is affecting people who are in relationship.
Yes.
How?
Yeah, sir.
Nah, for me, that doesn't affect me at all, at all because.
Relationship.
If I should put it this way, like, okay, both of you now, you're in a relationship now, right? Okay. Can you guys like?
But you also have one upcoming relationship, which is not this.
Hey guys,
You said upcoming, right? So that puts me in a different zone. So I would like to. I would like to learn from you guys. What have you learned from it? Because me, I feel like in this point of view where I am now, right? I'm done with my studies. So now I can go into a relationship. Get. And this is what I want. This is what I want. Get. So when I was schooling, I focused on my studies. There was nothing like me. I want to no. So for you guys that are still studying.
So you mean you dating someone will stop you to be focusing?
I'm asking. My question is that, like, okay, now what have you guys learned from those relationships? I'm not saying it's bad. Get my point. Get. Because I wasn't opportune to go into a relationship when I was still studying. So I'm just asking. Maybe I can pass that idea to someone else or our viewers there. they could learn.
Definitely for me.
I always like for you to speak.
You know, like, okay,
Go ahead.
You know, like, for me, definitely, one thing that I've learned is how to live with your partner. You know, because in this period of university, everything, like, you never know. Like, definitely, one day you will get married, and I take this, like, you know, like a learning process. You know, for you to know how to handle some situations, because some issues that you'll be having with your partner at the university might also come when you guys are already married.
Yeah.
So what if you already passed through that situation, maybe in the future you will also be able to, you know, handle it well. So yeah, that's mean I'm really learning how to, you know, be with the partner like 24/7, all these things.
The partner now, right now, yeah, we are still on the same topic of this university. Are you guys going for that relationship to like? Do you see yourself in a long-term future with that partner, or just? Yes, because you said now you are learning how to build yourself for the future, right? When you get married. So now, what's the relationship now? What's your plan for that relationship? Is it like you are using that person as a process to learn, as a learning process, or you have a team for that?
You've got a
Media, what's up?
The media team wants us to change
Okay.
that topic. It's too intense. It's to some people's relationship. I can see faces right now. They look like they're smiling, but they're not really smiling. We outside there will skip that part. If no more question, let's motivate the people and let's end.
So guys, you know, as you guys saw in this video today, our senior man came here to look for trouble. He came to look for trouble.
It's a relationship now.
Okay.
But I don't understand why media decided to come.
I don't understand you.
Because I feel like it's
Media, why? Media.
okay thing to talk about, you know?
Yeah. Media, why? Let's just conclude with this last questions and then
Yeah.
So who's going first?
What
I
did you
think
say?
I was talking.
Yeah.
Let me just finish. What were you asking also? What did you ask?
I was saying that the relationship we're having in our university level, right? Do we see those relationships? Is it like a long-term relationship? Do we see ourselves?
I want you to straight bullet.
Okay.
Straight bullet.
Okay. The relationship we're having, the relationship now you guys are having now, right? Do you see yourself? I know definitely some relationships are meant to be broken. I've been there. I've been there before. No, I've been there before. When things don't work out, mutual understanding. Get so. Like for me, I feel like if I'm in a relationship now, right? If I'm to go into a relationship now, I'm looking for the long term. You get because I've had once. I've got that experience.
Loading.
I've had that experience. So if I'm to go into a relationship now, I'm looking for the long time. Even though we don't know in the future, but that's my own plan. So now you guys you are still me is almost done with school. you are still in the uni.
So I'm
now.
almost
That is
done.
ahead of me.
I'm almost
You are
done.
still in the uni. So your relationship now you're having in university, do you see it as a long time, or maybe after we all graduate, it ends there? Because if from the look of things, most people will know that when they are into a relationship in all these university stages, when they are done, maybe distance or everything will just collapse like that. So for you, what's your own point of view towards that kind of relationship?
Me, definitely, like, I already have my plan, and right now, this relationship is not something just because of we are in the uni.
Okay.
You know, it's something that definitely, like, I would really like to be
You see
for a long time.
a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because definitely, I already at this point of my life right now, like, whereby I'm almost done with school, I feel like I need to start, you know, like,
You need to start being a man.
yeah, definitely getting ready for the next step and everything. So I don't really feel like I need to. Media, you say what?
You need to be jump.
Nah,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm done with that stage.
So, you said you need to start being a man.
No, like being a man. No.
Only when you get married,
Nah, no.
No, by the way,
Not like that.
when you are done with schools, right? You're not into the world.
But it doesn't mean that you getting married or you are done with school, that makes you are a man already.
Yeah. No, I'm not
Okay,
saying.
you're
I'm
not
not saying
ready,
that.
but okay, let us you say like the responsibility now changes.
So when you
By then now
don't
you-
have responsibility, you have responsibility.
No, definitely. If you check all of us now, we are being trained by our parents, right?
But you have responsibility.
Wait, we are being trained by our parents.
You have responsibility.
Our responsibility now is like taking care of ourselves, right? So when we are done with schools,
So you don't make money while you're going
that,
to school.
but everyone doesn't make money. It doesn't. Everyone doesn't make money. Yeah, so when we are done with schools now, some people will like okay, and some people for them, immediately your parents finish training you for education. That's the end of them taking care of you. No, honestly, like if you check, honestly, that's the end of them taking care of you. Now you are now into the world now.
Yeah.
You want to look for a job. You move out of your parents' house. You start working.
Because at some point, like most of I feel like most of them, they don't really care what kind of job you will get, as long as you will tell them you already have a job.
They have done their part for you.
So yeah, so I think I've answered your question, right?
So, Minister, let's hear from you.
Also know that we are men, regardless of we go to school, we don't go to school, we finish.
Regardless of married, yeah.
We are men. We've already started taking responsibility the day we come into this world. Maybe you don't see it. You have a role that you're playing, one way or the other. But you know, we feel like responsibility could just be like the things we do. You understand? But it's not always like that. So responsibility doesn't say you have to marry
No.
or you have to be in a relationship. As a man, you should be responsible.
Being a man tends to come with your responsibility, if I may say. Because if you are not, because being a man is tied to like what makes you a man is your responsibility. So if
Responsibility or no responsibility, you are a man.
no, if you are not responsible, why would they tag you a man?
So
Like what we mean by man, this is not about male or female. What we mean by man, we understand where we're coming from, right?
Yeah.
If you're not responsible, that why would they tag you a man? Like you have a home now, you are not feeding your family. They won't tag you a man.
Yeah.
But why is it that I think we should make this another topic. Why taking care of family, maybe we all feel like that's the only responsibility, or that prove that we are men.
I feel like it's because a man is seen as a provider, you know, as somebody who provides some sort of value to the well-being of those around them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What do you say?
Yeah.
Sort of value.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily have to
doesn't
be
have to be like
monetary
family-wise.
or anything.
No, we're not saying what we mean responsibility. We're not saying we're not like referring like when you find a responsibility now, it doesn't have to be like family, but you have to be responsible. That responsible now doesn't have to come with that. Okay, taking care of your family alone shows that you are responsible. No,
Yeah.
you might be a leader somewhere. That's you being responsible.
Thank you. That's why I said the word that you are a man, regardless of
Anything. Yeah.
You're a man, you're a man. It doesn't come with say you have to do this to prove that you're a man. No. If you're a man, you already know what to do. So, and you should be a what? Responsible young man.
Right.
That's my 2 cents. Oh yeah.
Woo.
Continue
Media.
with the situation.
Aye.
So, Jules, well,
Yeah.
you-
For me, basically, I don't enter a relationship hoping for it to end. You know.
Definitely.
But in the event that the relationship ends, I want, it's not the end of the world. You know?
definitely.
So for me, I believe in giving your best in your relationship, doing your utmost best, doing what you can to preserve that relationship. But if it doesn't work out at the end of the day, then there's more to life. There's
Definitely.
more to life than relationships. You know, we don't live on earth just to have a relationship. We have many other things which are going on for ourselves. So if the relationship we're in does not work out, does not mean I'll be it will be the end of my world, you know. But that does not mean to say I won't put in effort to let that relationship
Work out,
progress.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do my best. I'll hope for the best, but still prepare for the rest. You know?
Nice
That's
one, nice one.
how I feel
Okay.
about that situation.
Nice
Well,
one.
now I know that you guys are honest.
We are here to be honest. This is honest mind. So, guys, I think we have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys learned a lot of things from what we have said today. And I want to encourage you guys to, you know, when it comes for your relationships, have a better communication and believe in your partner. Definitely your partner needs to prove that you have to believe in him or her. Or so yeah, that's what I can say for now. Do you guys want to motivate the audience there with something?
For me, I would say relationship is not something we just all jump into like that. So you have to take your time, study yourself, know why, what and why are the reasons you are going into a relationship. So that's my 2 cents for you guys.
For me, all I'll say is don't lose yourself in a relationship, you know, because at times where we tend to forget about who we actually are in the aim of trying to please our partner. At some point, if your genuine self cannot please the person you're with, then maybe that's not who you're supposed to be with, you know. They always say there's somebody out there for each and every one of us. So don't be with the wrong person trying to live a life that is not you just so you can please your partner. Be yourself, and one day somebody who likes that version of
You
you will
always
come
find
into
someone.
your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Share our video, like and comment, and